Hi all, I'm Otaku Lucifer, and today we'll be talking about Nightskins. Let's go. I wanted to have this conversation because a couple of weeks ago, something happened with an anime just dropped by the name of Spy Family. If you guys haven't already seen it, go check out my review of that anime somewhere down here in the comments. I'll put the links in the comments below. After the first and second episode of the anime dropped, fans do what they always do, which is they created fan versions of the characters from the anime. So an artist went and drew this version of Anya from the anime Spy Family or Spy X Family, and yeah, white people kind of lost their shit. It baffles me that we're in 2022, and when I was a kid in the 90s, I was dealing with stuff like this. It baffles me that in this day and age we're still dealing with nonsense like this. The only difference is back then there was no social media, so people were doing it literally to your face. Anime is for everyone. So if someone decides to draw fan art that represents who they are as a person, I don't get why people should be mad about that. Tony Weaver Jr., he said something that's very, very important. He said something along the lines of, if you guys are mad at us as a people for creating fan art that looks like us so we feel personal representation, imagine how you're going to feel when we drop the stories that are coming in the next 5 to 10 years that you're going to end up loving and your baby's going to end up loving. What are you going to do about that? Because believe it or not, anime has been driven in the United States by black culture. Like everything else in this country, it started with us. It started with us, just like how pop and rock and blues and jazz and hip hop all started with us, even classical, right? The influence, although anime, and when I was young it was called Jap anime, started in Japan, and it just means cartoons in Japanese. The influence and impact it had in the United States, a lot of it came from little black nerd kids, little blerds who grew up in this space. So yeah, our influence is definitely impactful. There are already black studios that help make anime that you love. There are black voice actors that voice act in the anime that you love. So if you're a racist and you're mad because your favorite anime character that you thought was white when they're really not just so happens to be voice acted by someone of color, you're gonna have a hard time, because you're gonna either stop watching the anime or that's really about it. If you don't like it that much, you're gonna stop watching the anime. But the animes are usually so good that these people are involved with that it doesn't matter whether or not you like them or not, because the animes are just so hot. Stop hating. It's ridiculous. But anyway, I wanted to talk about the part where they started calling us Nightskins.
Our holy war against the Nightskins will never end!
This is the part that really made me smile, because I know when I first heard the term Nightskin, I was just like, oh, wow. That's supposed to be derogatory? My sci-fi fantasy brain went in the direction of, that sounds kind of hot though. I can actually add that to the book series that I've written and throw them in there, make them some class of fae. That's what I started to do. And then I go online and I go to TikTok and I go to Twitter and I see people using the term Nightskin to represent characters that they're creating.
Papa Eclipse at your service. Allow me to tell you a tale. Shall we?
Shinmon Benimaru.
I am the Ebony Warrior, leader of the Dark Brotherhood. I call upon my Nightskin brothers and sisters. Our time is now.
whoever coined that term, Nightskin, and try to use it as a derogatory term for us. Thank you. We appreciate it, because we're going to do what we usually do with stuff that you give to us and you try to brand us. We turn a negative into a positive, and this is going to be a really big positive. So if you start to see a whole lot of content coming out with the term Nightskin or hashtag Nightskin, or you see a clan of Nightskins coming up in video games, just be proud that you helped with that term, because we're going to turn it into something awesome. Trust me, I am highly excited for people to read my content. I'm excited to read the content and see the content from people like Tony Weaver Jr. I am happy and excited to talk to other people about the game that I created based on the content I created and have that out into the world. And you know, I am talking to people about doing lives online through Instagram and TikTok, so we could kind of discuss our love for this new term and our love for gaming and how we're going to integrate it into our stories and how we're going to integrate it into our content. It's already begun. So yeah, my whole thing is like, I don't understand the purpose for hating somebody for liking the same things that you like. You know, it's crazy because there's a lot of white people out here who believe that anime characters just are natively white when they're not. You literally have characters who are Japanese, who wear Japanese garb, and a lot of white people think that they're white. That's if that's not cultural appropriation, I don't know what is. It's crazy because I remember when Ghost in the Shell, the live action, came out with Scarlett Johansson a couple of years ago. I think it was like 2017. I was like 5 years ago. And people were upset because Scarlett Johansson, who is clearly a white woman, was playing a Japanese woman by the name of Major Motoko Kusanagi. I remember people on social media getting mad because the Asian community was mad that they were whitewashing this character out, and they had every excuse in the book as to why it should be that way. Like, one dude literally told me, oh, she's an android, so she could be anything. Another person was just like, well, I always thought she was Russian. And I'm like, how did you think she was Russian coming from a place called Neo Tokyo, looking Asian? And his reply was, well, you know, she was an android, or she was a cyborg. And someone else who was Asian was just like, well, if you ever read the manga, or if you ever saw the anime, the movie, the original movie, you would know she was born Japanese and then her mind was transferred into a cybernetic body because the child body died as a baby or what have you. The point being is, everyone wants to see characters that they identify with to look like them in some way or another. It goes all the way from Jesus Christ, that's not really his name, to a Superman. Everybody wants to be Superman. Everybody wants to be Batman. It doesn't matter what color your skin is. It doesn't matter what creed you are. It doesn't matter what religion you believe in. It's just certain characters resonate with everyone. And because those characters resonate with just about everyone, people want to be able to emulate those characters or draw those characters via cosplay or their artwork, and people should be able to do that freely. If you, as a white person, have a problem with a person of color emulating, or in my opinion, paying homage to and honoring the characters from a series that they like, dude, go get a life. His life is too short for that. You know, if you're anybody hating on anybody else, you know, doing things that make them happy, dude, go get a life, you know, because at the end of the day, you have people who are not going to stop doing what they do. You have cosplayers who cosplay, and you have people who get at them and say, hey, you can't cosplay that because you're white. Hey, you can't cosplay that because you're black. Hey, you can't cosplay that because you're a guy. Hey, you can't cosplay that because you're a girl. And you know what cosplayers do? Real cosplayers, what we end up doing is we cosplay the shit anyway. Because if we really like it, it's just a form of expression for us. You know, it's just our way to just show that we enjoy the character and we enjoy or the series. So it's not a big deal. Have fun. Life is about having fun. You know, anime should be a safe space for everyone. Manga should be a safe space for everyone. Cosplay should be a safe place for everyone. Because at the end of the day, we all enjoy it. So if we all enjoy something, why not enjoy it and then share that enjoyment and just spread the love, you know? So this thing where these guys are coming out and they're calling black folk night skin and they're trying to make it like a derogatory term, thank you. Because like I said before, we took that shit and we ran with it, and we're gonna keep running with it. And at the end of the day, we're gonna do what we always do. We're gonna create something beautiful. We're gonna create something awesome. We're gonna create things that the world has never seen, and we're gonna create things that the world has seen and haven't seen for a while. People, just calm down, have fun, and enjoy it. By the way, check out Tony Weaver Jr. He has this great manga on Webtoons called The Uncommons, and it's a great little anime about a girl who can see the future, and she sees the end of everything coming. And check out the other cosplayers and TikTokers that I mentioned in this video, earlier in this video. Check them out, because like I said, this happened and white people lost their mind, and this was black people's response to it. It's what we do. So at the end of the day, people, please, please, please stay blessed, stay safe, and stay loving.